Bonjour et bienvenue. I do not know French. Today I want to do a little bit of a different film and talk about Amelie, which was released by Miramax in 2001. And during that time, Disney did own Miramax, so therefore it does fall into the category of a Disney production because of the studio owning the other one. And plus I really love this film. It needs to be known more. And currently there is a Broadway show.
Look out my window, there's a view of other windows, my own museum full of paintings. I look through where everything is clear. It isn't where I am, it's only where I go from here.
But besides that, it's something that a lot of people don't know about outside of the theater world and the art world, so I wanted to talk about it because I really love this film. So Amelie is a French film. It's very art cinema. It is very, very French. You could tell from the direction and the cinematography and everything amazing. When I initially saw it years ago, it was during my cinema class and we were watching different films, and it is all in French obviously. There are subtitles you have to watch, but it is really fantastic. This is not your traditional love story. It's very quirky. It reminds me of a Wes Anderson film, if kind of the direction that he directs in, and I live for it. I love it so much. It's really cool, and the plot really sends you on a ride. You're not sure what's happening, and it links up at the end really well and everything comes together and it's just super enjoyable. I love the effects they put into it. I love the cinematography they put into it, and it's just so visually aesthetically pleasing, and I love it. I really do. It is rated R, so it is a lot more of a mature film, and there are some nudity involved. There is some adult language themes, but it is really great to watch, and the message is really positive. The basic plot is this Amelie decides to start doing good deeds for people. And every good deed that she does for everyone around her ends up changing their lives for the better, and it also changes her life for the better. And that's the underlining message, and it's really fantastic to follow. And it's so simple and realistic because and that's the thing I like about this film. They end up mixing in these super realistic themes in her head basically, and the effects are out there, but the plot itself is very down to earth, everyday life. And that's a really cool thing about it, is there's this really nice balance with it. She plays some games with this guy that she ends up meeting, and all of the characters have flaws. There's something wrong with every single character. There's actually quite a couple things wrong with every single character, and I really, really like that. It shows that no one's perfect.
J'aime bien me retourner dans le noir et contempler le visage des autres spectateurs.
Au premier qui arrive au bout de la passerelle.
Puis j'aime bien repérer le petit détail que personne ne verra jamais. Par contre, j'aime pas dans les vieux films américains quand les conducteurs regardent pas la route.
Lui, c'est l'homme de verre. À cause d'une maladie congénitale, ses os se cassent comme du cristal. C'est pour cela que tous ses meubles sont molletonnés. Une simple poignée de main risquant de lui broyer les métacarpes, ça fait 20 ans qu'il évite de sortir de chez lui.
I think a lot of times in American cinema, you always have that pretty boy with no flaws, and the flaw is something so minuscule that it doesn't even matter. Like, this is a perfect person, but they have a bug collection. Or, this is a perfect woman, but she likes to, like Zoe Deschanel is a perfect example, where she's like super duper quirky, but she really isn't. She's really basic quirky, and she's like, oh, I'm so weird, but she really isn't.
Having two women on the show?
You're a woman, but I'm just a little bitty girl. I'm just quirky and weird and, you know, wow.
I think with Amelie's case, they are very strange people. Each one has its quirk. She lost her mother young. I think it was about 6. The narrator goes through and tells the story about everything and how these people are and the quirks they have and their tendencies. Like one of the minor characters says that he goes home every Tuesday to carve a chicken, but today he doesn't do that because she left a box for him. And little things like that. And the person she ends up falling in love with ends up having a hobby where he goes and takes ripped up pictures from a photo booth and puts them into an album, a collage album. And it's something that could be a little bit stalkerish today, but I think it's really cool. And I like that they really focus on these characters with tons of character development. And the way she chases after him is very weird too, because she makes like a whole spying game and she doesn't show up being like, hey, I have a book. She puts a whole game out of it, and then at the end there's all this tension build up that they end up just falling in love, and it's really cool. It's really different to see, and I really admire that and appreciate it. It's a good way to give yourself a little bit more culture. And I really love it so much. It's one of those things that is just phenomenal. So if you like to, go give it a watch. It's in French, so if you speak English, I know you won't understand it, but there's subtitles, so it's easy to still follow. And we're gonna continue tomorrow with some more films, so stay tuned. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.